We're like our own stage managers.
I know, it is. It's great. I'm just waiting for the link to go. Here we go. Here we go. What's up, soccer friends? Welcome to the Kickback Committee Happy Hour. We're so glad you're here. Happy Baby Friday. Obviously, I'm listening to myself. I'm Susannah Fuller, and guess who's joining me? In person, in the flesh, IRL. The one and only Jillian Sakovits is here in Knoxville, Tennessee.
I'm never leaving.
Oh, she's in it now.
I'm saying I've said howdy today. No, I didn't. But people who passed us hiking said howdy, and for me that felt like I was really here.
You were like, do people really say howdy?
I never heard anyone say it.
I was like, yeah, not always, but they definitely do. But this is so much fun because when we did the call up back in the day.
We were neighbors.
We were neighbors. We literally lived down the street from each other in Connecticut, which, by the way, is the focus of our 50 States of Soccer today. Thank you very much. But Alden Avenue and Marvin Beach, and we would alternate whose place we would go and record the pod, and so we could do it in person. And it was so much. It's so much better, isn't it, when you can like.
Socializing is good for the soul.
It is, but just like even like getting like live reactions from things, like it's so much better.
Being with my best friend is good for the soul too.
I know. I'm so glad you're here. So this is
honored to be here.
It's gonna be fun. So we obviously have to talk about the big night of soccer in the state of Tennessee last night.
3 finals last night going on in North America. You believe that?
Also, I totally forgot about Campione's Cup.
How could you?
Guys, Campione's Cup is still a thing and it's still happening. And Galaxy lost last night, I mean,
when you go 15 games without a win to start the season,
yeah,
you're not winning a trophy. Honestly, I'm not trying to be mean. I don't even care if it's a one-off trophy. You're not winning.
Would winning the Campione's Cup have like salvaged what has been an abysmal season?
So they would tell you, which, as you know better than anyone, what is the thing every coach and player says? Well, a trophy's always special, and you're like, shut up. Some matter and some don't, and we know that. Many trophies matter. But I don't think for the Galaxy, I would actually be mad if I was the Galaxy and I won the Campione's Cup.
So it's actually better that they lost.
You are the reigning MLS Cup champions. And you went, Ricky Pooch, I know it. I know all those things, but
it's been bad.
I don't think that they needed to win any Campione's Cup.
But
I think they're going to be okay.
Vancouver Whitecaps won the Canadian Cup.
Thomas Mueller's here, people.
Thomas Mueller scored a penalty in that. His first trophy in Major League Soccer. Congratulations.
Wasting no time.
That and the World Cup, it's basically the same. Canadian Cup, World Cup. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't you make that
You think
argument?
Thomas Mueller's like, what's this one?
He looks like he's having the time of his life.
Yeah, he looks like he's enjoying Canada.
Yeah, I think he and Sonny are acclimating
can't
well.
really blame him.
No. But, as I mentioned, big night in Tennessee because 2 things happened last night. One, Nashville.
Oh my God, you're wearing a Nashville t-shirt? You know what, wait. Hold on a second. Wait.
We got to screenshot it.
No, I'm going to
Oh, pardon while we take.
This is like the most, like, who are these Tennessee ladies? Hey,
That was cute. Nashville SC won the U.S. Open Cup over Austin. A 2-1 win. This is very, very exciting.
Do you know what blew my mind that was all over the headlines today? That it was the first professional sports league major trophy in the state of Tennessee.
Yes. Yes. So
and here's Nashville. So you've been around what? 6, 7 seasons?
Yeah.
And they get done.
Yep. It was that was pretty remarkable because I was
not
like,
a Stanley Cup.
Well,
not a Super Bowl.
Because I was like the Titans. I remember they were in the Super Bowl, but then they lost in like really like kind of dramatic fashion, I believe. But so there you go. But huge congrats to Nashville.
But how funny is it that it's like this state, right? That's got like this new soccer team. It's like that the trophy comes from the Open Cup, not the Stanley Cup.
I know,
not the Super Bowl.
I
love
the U.S.
Open Cup, baby.
I think it's awesome. I think it's poetic and it's really cool. And I feel like just the way Nashville have had a really, really great season, and it's been like, I don't know, the last month they've kind of like faltered a little bit, but I feel like to have this like as, I don't know, just a reward for celebrating a great season.
Honey's
I think
back.
It's awesome.
That's what makes me happy to see the Hani that we always knew existed back this year. Him and Sam Surge, like they're here. Hani's back. He
Yes.
had a down year for a number of reasons last year, and it's really nice to just see Hani back and happy.
Happy Hani.
We love a happy Hani.
We love a happy Hani. And Ian and I were talking about how likable Nashville SC's roster is. Like, just filled with, like...
It's a good way to put it.
Very likable guys. Like, sweethearts. Like, Hani and Alex Wheel and Walker Zimmerman.
Yeah, that's
and
a nice
Schaffelberg.
And a nice coach.
And BJ Callahan.
A coach you want to root for?
A G. Yeah. Like, it's just, I don't know. I was really thrilled for them. I didn't have like a vested in, rooting interest in it. And I also love Austin FC, but I was very happy for Nashville.
Well, we were at a One Knox game, which was very important. So we got home for the second half of the U.S. Open Cup, and that was a really exciting way.
It was fun
to watch it. And what I liked about it at the One Knox game, which we'll get into in a moment, is sitting behind us in our seats. Somebody was, I heard blah blah blah, Sam Surge. So like to hear people talking about like Tennessee soccer when we're at one soccer event as another one's going on, just kind of spoke to like the soccer heartbeat here, and I really loved that for us.
I know it's cool. So. The other big news in Tennessee soccer is that One Knox currently sitting on top of the table in USL League One. They beat
River Plate.
River Plate.
That's what they look like.
Chattanooga Red Wolves, whose kits 100% look like River Plate. But they were sitting on top of the standings, and they are 100% One Knox's like interstate rival. We hate them. I've spoken about it on this pod, how much I dislike Chattanooga, the club. I just don't like the way they play. They're nasty. And they beat them 2-0. And they are now, One Knox is on top of them in the standings because of goal differential, which is great. So it was just this is the first time in club history that they've ever been on top of the table. It was just such a cool, it was the way they celebrated too. Like
they were very happy. And their manager, Ian Fuller, has led them to this historic moment. So I'd like to give him a little clap.
Big shouts to the Hubs.
He's gonna hate that.
Do you know what? He gets very uncomfortable when I give him credit. He's always like, I don't do anything.
Is he watching right now?
No, he's downstairs. He's watching the Cubs. That's how good of a husband he is. He's watching that's game 3 of the wild card. They need to win. Yikes. Okay. Yeah, big day in the Fuller household. But I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of the guys. They just, you could tell how much they wanted it, Jill. Like they were just like sacrificing their bodies at the end because Chattanooga were coming out. Throwing numbers forward, and I was like, oh my God.
It was fun. This is my second USL League One game of the season. Mm-hmm. And I just, I love, it's so rare that we get to go to a game, sit in a seat and watch a soccer game, and it doesn't have to be MLS. Get yourself out there, grab whoever you got, and like go enjoy your local soccer. Like that's what I've taken away from this year. We get to do some really cool things when we're working, right? But it was like sometimes maybe if you're off, you're like, am I gonna go down to a New York City FC game? Am I gonna go down to a Red Bull game? And it's like it doesn't have to be that. Mm-hmm. Just go watch some local soccer, and it's so fun. And the culture here in Tennessee was great, and I just really I enjoy watching how much they love to play, because as mentioned, like these are not huge salaries. These are owners that are kind of seeing what is USL gonna be, and they're playing because they love the game. And it's really fun to watch. It's really fun to be there.
What did you think of? So One Knox plays in a baseball stadium. So it's a brand new baseball stadium that they made to accommodate soccer as well. So it wasn't like, oh, they just moved into a baseball stadium.
It doesn't feel like an afterthought.
Okay, so that was my question for you. Like, what did you make of just, I don't know, the way the stadium is set up for soccer, knowing that it is also a baseball field?
Yeah, so I think it's like, I understand why your real ones or your Euro snobs would be like unacceptable, but I think that living in reality, like here in Knoxville, right, it was like publicly funded. Mm-hmm. So it's like if the city's going to invest and get behind this is USL League One. So if that's what that means, then I think it's like, why not make one really great thing that you are sharing? I mean, the New England Revolution and New England Patriots still share a stadium. So in USL League One, you're sharing a state-of-the-art stadium with a suite and areas that like kind of gave me Allianz Field vibes in Minnesota. I said that to you when we were hanging out in that end zone
the
club area. I was like, this kind of reminds me of that tap house that they have. So I thought it was great. I love that they can play on grass. Yeah. And yes, of course they have to fill in the baseball diamond, but because it's their off season, you really couldn't tell. So I loved it. And in the outfield, there's a bridge. Like while you're watching the soccer game, you could go like almost behind the goal and walk over a bridge, which is just really cool. So I like it. Like instead of making two things that are 60% great, why not make one thing that is 100% great? I'm okay with two sports in one place. I mean, Mercedes-Benz Stadium does it, so you know.
Yeah, I know. It is.
I like it.
It is. I mean, at one point, do they want to have their own soccer-specific stadium? Of course they do. But like for now, like this is only their third season. Like this is huge.
I was blown away by
it's right downtown
by
as
the
well.
entrance.
So like you know, it's like you can get to, it's really easily accessible by foot. It's in Old City, which has some great bars and restaurants. Shouts to Brother Wolf in Old City, Knoxville. That's where we went pregame. That's like my pregame haunt.
I loved it. I had a little drink. I had some arancini.
We did have some arancini. It's delicious. But it was so fun to have you. It was fun to have like
Thank
a friend
you for having
at
me.
The game.
I'd come every time if I could.
I'm usually just like solo and freaking out, and I have a lot of nervous energy during the game. So like I'll get up and kind of walk around. But I felt like I had like my support blanket. Right,
it was so nice to be there.
It was fun. And she bought merch. That's how good of a friend she is. I was like, I know a guy. You can probably get that. But she was like, no, I am supporting the team.
And P.S., this is really what the Smoky Mountains look like.
Yeah.
Because I got a taste of it today.
She did. We took her into the Smokies today. Did a little hike. It was great.
Yes.
It's really great.
Big fan of Tennessee.
East Tennessee is fabulous. And also just a burgeoning soccer beacon in the United States.
Sure is.
We're very excited about it.
I mean, look who's living here. I could see you and Hani like sitting here. You should get Hani to make the trip. If there's one guy who actually would,
I think I probably have to make the trip to Hani.
Oh yeah, you could pack the microphone.
Yeah.
That's
fine. He just had a baby and his wife. Like,
all right, he doesn't have to direct.
He's on dad duty, but I would love to. We had Hani on the call up.
Yeah,
he was
we did.
Awesome.
And at that time, he was the reigning Golden Boot and MVP.
Yes, he was. That guy right there. For those of you that don't know, I've had some people ask me what this is. So I believe it was the 2022
the season he won both.
Yes. The Nashville SC, for his like campaign push to be voted MVP, they sent out so Nashville's Music City, they made actual albums of Hani's goal calls.
It's so good.
And like you can literally put it on a record player and listen to the goal call. It was like the coolest thing ever, and I am obsessed with it. It's like one of my favorite things I've ever seen from a club.
That's in my MLS box.
I know. I love it. I had to put it on display. It was great. Okay, Jill. There's something that we need to discuss. So, did you apply for World Cup tickets on FIFA's website?
I'll tell you 2 reasons why I did. Number one, I want to put it out in the ether that I won't be able to attend any games because I'm going to be working. I'm going to be working that World Cup.
We're both manifesting that.
So I thought, like, in a weird way, like, I'm like, am I then, like, jinxing myself?
I didn't even think of that.
I'm a little like that. Like, a little bit. But number two, I didn't want to be angry at what they would say, hi, we accept your bazillion dollars. Mm-hmm. And in fact, that is exactly what incurred. I knew that I was not going to purchase the crappiest ticket for what the prices were. Yeah. I am not spending that kind of money, and nor can I. And turns out I was exactly correct.
So I did not. I did apply. I did not receive the email that said congratulations.
You should look at your name. Is it really random? It's a random draw.
Well, and then I was like, I part of me was like, oh, I'll get it on the next round, and then like soon realized like there's no next round.
Well, now lucky for you, there is not a next round.
But honestly, wouldn't have made a difference because I can't afford these tickets, Jill. So I pulled up. The Athletic wrote a really comprehensive.
It's really small, so
article.
I'll read them.
Kind of outlining the different categories and the costs of U.S. games, some of the Mexico games. And guys, like I hope your credit cards are working and you have a sizable line
for the
of credit.
US's first game, the cheapest ticket could be $5.60, right? If I'm reading this right, because category 4. So that means the worst seats.
Like you probably.
And here's the thing, I'm a social being. I'm gonna go to a game with one other person. So like, it's not $5.60.
No,
it's $1,200.
No.
$5.60, $11.20, $19.40, and then $2,735 for a ticket.
Now there is a part of me that's like, this is a once in a lifetime.
What would you spend?
Opportunity.
What would be your? I actually feel happy being here. A U.S. group stage game.
Group stage game.
Yes.
Okay.
Which range from $345 to $805.
I mean,
would you be able to enjoy yourself if you dropped $400?
400, I feel like 500 would be my limit.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, you know what? Like, this is once in a lifetime. It's here. I could spend that, but like, I don't think I would enjoy myself.
Oh, but you know what? This is group stage. This might be like a group stage game against 2 countries we don't know. I think I'm reading this wrong. Because U.S. Opener, an opener means the first game of the group stage. Mm-hmm. So U.S. Opener, I think the cheapest ticket is $5.60. Because see, it says here, the group stage in general is anywhere from $60 to $805. That could be any country. That could be Bolivia
which
versus.
Could be cool. Like it's it'll be awesome. But like,
I'm not saying I am. The conversation of what I'm going to take out of my bank account and if it's cool are 2 totally different things. Of course, I want to go to a World Cup game, but I'm not spending this kind of money. And nor can most people.
Our fearless leader John Parker is the only person I know who got the email that said like, you can buy tickets. And then in our group chat yesterday, he was like, guys, and he kind of like screenshotted like what the ticket prices were, and I was like, wait, what? So what did they say will allow you to buy tickets for? That's a great question.
Does it have it on the other side?
But it was like, we're talking like $3,000 for like a category 1, like, which is the best seat, but like $3,200 for one ticket.
But that's the thing about this raffle. Like, you can get in, but then it's being like, please give us $3,000.
Yeah, I
listen. I'm very excited for this World Cup. I looked forward to it since the moment we found out that it's coming to North America. But I will not be purchasing a ticket unless they go down in price on the second-hand website.
They could, and there are ways to do that now. I think FIFA actually has like a site, like a resale site. But again, it's like, it's through FIFA, so I don't know. I too would love to be working.
We're gonna be there, but we're gonna be there with those
the lanyards
and credentials.
A lanyard and a credential.
We're gonna do kickback happy hours.
Exactly.
That should get us in. That should get us on the field. Right.
I mean, if they were smart,
they'd
they'd be like
a little set right on the corner.
Right? Come hang. Come hang. Anyway, I found that alarming. But in other World Cup news.
Oh yeah, this is great.
This is pretty cool. So Las Vegas, they have the Sphere. It's that big ball that like they do concerts in, but then they like can reflect basically anything on it. It's so rad. So they have been projecting all of the different World Cup soccer balls, like throughout, leading up to I think tonight. They are going to unveil the 2026 World Cup official soccer ball on the Sphere in Vegas.
This is fantastic.
I think it's I love a little like glitz and glam, and
I'm trying to find it on their website.
It's so like extra, but in the best way. I think it's tremendous.
Okay, I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm wondering how many people like walking down the Las Vegas Strip like are gonna know what that is, and that's what excites me.
That's a great question. Mm-hmm. So I feel
we should be there being like, what is that? And they'll know, okay, that's a soccer ball. But then number 2 is World Cups. It's coming here in 10 months.
Like if we were just walking down the Strip in Vegas, and we like ask people like, do you know what the World Cup is? Do you know who Lionel Messi is? Like what is the percentage of people that you think
Do they know the
would
name?
have an awareness that
Do
like
they know
we're
the name
hosting.
Messi? I would say that we're hosting it low, but do they know the name Messi? Out of 100 people, it's 98 people.
You think he's like that?
I think where the humbling moment is, and we talk about this all the time, is go stand on the street and say, do you know who Christian Pulisic is? Do you know who Tim Howard is? Do you know who...
We should do that in Knoxville.
I feel like that could go real... I feel like that could go real sideways.
I mean, that could be a real kind of like lesson in just building awareness.
And we could make brochures with little bios of here's who you could expect to see them.
Shouldn't people know who the best player on the U.S. men's national team is?
Sure.
Like we say, like we're like soccer sicko nerds,
right?
So like we're like, yeah, duh. But
I'll never forget an infamous conversation I had at MLS when I first started, and Tim Howard was still playing for the Colorado Rapids actually at the time.
I remember that.
And was maybe like ending his U.S. tenure, and I brought up that Tim Howard is very open about having Tourette syndrome, and someone at MLS said to me, Jill, everybody knows that. And I remember being like, not everybody knows who Tim Howard is. And no, that's not true. And that's kind of the little soccer bubble we live in at times. Not everybody knows that. Not everybody knows who he is.
Not everybody knows.
I think that Kickback is doing a really good job of this, like with getting the fans to the games and and all these initiatives for like fans to go see their first game, like get people out there. But like that's what this year there should not be an empty MLS stadium. Like every MLS stadium should just be like, what do we have to do to get butts and seats? Because the more butts and seats that maybe get a little excited about this World Cup come this summer is good for the league in 2027, 2028, et cetera, et cetera. So it's like, if I was MLS this year, I would love to be doing some initiative of like, whatever it takes, trying to like fill every stadium, because that's just like the momentum we need for the World Cup. And that's actually a little bit of my theme for this. So when we get to here for this, I'm going to button up, stop talking.
Oh, it was like a little teaser.
A little teaser, yeah. That's what we call it in the biz.
Okay, back to the sphere and the soccer ball. What do we think this thing's going to look like?
Oh, that's such a good question.
For 2026, in World Cup in North America, like, are we going... I feel like it's going to be very colorful.
Like, do we think there's like a nod to each flag?
Yes, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Like a star, a maple leaf, and it's the eagle on the center of the Mexican national team, or the Mexican flag.
Yeah.
MLS has tried in the past to do a nod to like the US and Canada, being a league that spans both countries. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's happening tonight.
Oh, this is exciting.
Right?
This is really
It's going to be all lit up. Oh, get excited, folks. I know.
Am I trying to see?
You're like, do we have any clues?
No, the only thing I can take is like their current branding. But yeah, what is that? I don't know. I wonder what the people at home think.
Tell us.
Sphere. Vegas.
Are you like, let's see.
Oh. Yeah, on Thursday.
Today is Thursday.
So for those of you that are wondering, there we go.
How cool is that?
I wouldn't be mad at just a classic ball. I gotta say, like something really throwback.
Yeah, I would.
But let's be honest, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Do you know? I love the trefoil, the Adidas like trefoil. I feel like that would be really, really cool if they stuck with that. Oh. But because it's across 3 different countries, I do feel like there's going to be a nod.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Why?
Do they have their own site, by the way? Do they have their own, like, account?
The Sphere?
Yeah.
No, I took that from Men in Blazers.
Oh, okay.
Courtesy Men in Blazers.
We don't talk about Men in Blazers on this podcast, but that's okay.
Are they a rival?
It's fine. We love them. Kinda. Wow. Yeah.
That's big time.
But listen, the more soccer voices, the
more
better.
the better.
But, we want to do it better. That's all I'm saying. We've got ambitions, folks. We've got ambitions. Okay, so Jill, We need to do our 50 states of soccer.
Oh no. You do a really good job with this. This stresses me out.
How do I scroll this?
Hold on.
Okay,
we're on a 2-screen situation here.
Yes.
I'm the teleprompter operator,
Yes,
which, by the way, we don't use teleprompters.
We don't use
in nothing that we do.
Thank you.
And there's some people that do.
Okay, so our 50 States of Soccer tour is taking us to Connecticut this week. Now, this is appropriate because Jill currently lives in Norwalk, Connecticut. I was a resident of Norwalk, Connecticut for 2 years. As we mentioned, we lived literally down the street from each other.
Both worked in studios in Connecticut?
Both worked in studios in Connecticut because the MLS studios are there. The CBS Galazzo Network studios are there. NBC Sports does their stuff out of it.
Never have they asked us to
Stanford,
work there, but they do exist.
It's kind of like the soccer media hub.
Sure is.
If you will.
The call-up studios were there.
R.I.P. Bring it back. But we have been crowdsourcing, and I've been doing a little bit of research on just sort of the soccer scene in Connecticut. So we're going to kind of hit on some of these right now. So there's actually low-key some pretty impressive soccer players to emerge from the state of Connecticut, that I discovered when we were kind of going through all this. So we're putting together a 5-a-side, and these are the ones that I landed on. I feel really good about, but I think we need to, we crowdsource you guys on the socials. Y'all, you need to help us out here, especially my Connecticut soccer knowledge isn't.
This looks pretty good to me.
Huge,
I'm looking at it.
Okay, so we're gonna start. So did not realize, but Alyssa Nair is from Bridgeport, Connecticut, which is crazy. I did not know that. So she, of course, was the longtime goalkeeper for the U.S. Women's National Team, Chicago Red Stars. A phenomenal goalkeeper.
That's a big one.
So that was a big one. Who's next on our list?
Kyle Martino, which I don't know if he still does. At times has lived and had a house in Connecticut. Mm-hmm. So yeah, back to his roots.
He is from Westport, which is literally next door to Norwalk.
That checks because a couple times on social media he posted about, remember the Black Duck Cafe?
Yes.
The one that's kind of half falling into the water.
There.
Oh, we went good dive bar, but it's half falling into the water.
It's
and maybe I know Kyle from run-ins with work, but funny because he's posted about being in that bar, which is so funny because we've been there and I've had some chicken wings and beer.
We have. So Kyle Martino is played great MLS career, U.S. national team call-ups. He
former pundit at NBC.
Former pundit, current pundit for TNT and
correct
U.S. men's national team.
This is the big one that came to my mind. I'm a prisoner of the moment, shall I say?
Okay, give it to us.
Big Pat.
Patrick
Ajiman.
We love him.
West Hartford, Connecticut, I believe, is his.
West Hartford. So he was born there is he Ghanaian? Is he from Ghana?
Oh, good question. Yeah, like a great American story. I know immigrant parents to West Hartford, and then goes on to play for the U.S. men's national team.
Yep. Currently playing with Derby County.
Mm-hmm. After a record transfer from Charlotte
FC. But he's a very exciting striker. I feel like he's still very raw, but the potential is there for him to. I think he's going to score a ton of goals in England. I'm very.
I'll take it.
Excited for him because I think that he could have a really bright future for the U.S. men's national team as striker. That was always a position that we're ooh, who's our number 9? And that he could be the number 9 of the future.
That has been on repeat for
How old is
minute. He? I'm looking this. I think he's 24.
He's young. Yeah, he's still young.
Oh, I'm looking right now. I was right. 24.
24. Good job, Jill.
Thanks.
You really do love this kid.
It's like I'm a soccer journalist or something like that.
It's like kind of know.
Okay, so I said West Hartford. He was born in East Hartford.
East Hartford, one of the Hartfords.
You're right. Ghanaian parents. Very great.
We love him.
Oh, and I think what I love about him too is that he went on to Eastern Connecticut State University where he played college soccer. Then he goes on 2 seasons, and it's that's not a place where you think you're going to go on to be great. So he's playing Division III soccer and then moves on to have the career that he has after going onward to the University of Rhode Island.
Let's go.
Like, what a success story.
It is a great success story.
Very similar to Matt Turner.
I don't think so. He went to Fairfield, which is in Connecticut.
Yeah.
In Fairfield, Connecticut. So, there you go.
Sentinel is something in the U.S. waters, shall I say, that it's like, hey, if you just go work really, really hard, you don't have to be the richest kid on the best travel teams and all these things. Like, go work your butt off. You might come through a D3 school and you could be starting for the U.S. men's national team.
Wow, that's
poetic justice.
That's really wise. It's very sage, Jill.
Jürgen Klapp, your man.
Yeah.
Right, this guy right here.
Love him.
He just had a quote that was like going viral about how it's like, you know how he was like, there were some pictures of him with the Red Bulls. Like he was here.
He was here.
Stateside
He was in the
this
States.
Past weekend.
Mm-hmm. Now the global director of soccer for Red Bull.
I thought you wanted to take a break, Jürgen. Come coach an MLS team.
He did say he's never coaching again.
I know.
We'll see.
But I guess being a global director is very different. That sounds very well paid. But anyway, I moving on.
Jürgen's doing just fine.
He said that like he's like, and what I'm seeing here in the U.S. is that like, you know, it's a pay to play situation. You need money and all these things, and I understand that. Like this is not charity, but he's like, the most talent is not only with the people with the most money. He had a quote. I'll find it. It was really, really good.
I think I saw it on Instagram. I know what you're
The Athletic tweeted it out.
It's really great. And he's absolutely correct in that assessment. Okay. Next up on our five-a-side, I don't know if you've ever heard of Luca Koleosho.
No.
Luca Koleosho. So this kid came on our radar when I was working at Morning Footy because we were trying to get him on, and I'm like, who is this kid? And he's from Norwalk, Connecticut. He's a dual citizen. His mom, I think, is Italian, so he has Italian. He's got an Italian passport and a U.S. passport, but he currently plays for Espanyol in Spain, and I think he got some looks like for the U.S. like U20 teams at some point.
I'm like, this guy.
I know, and I was like, wait, what? Norwalk, Connecticut? This is crazy. And so we had tried to. I can't remember where he was playing, but we were trying to like get him to come on Morning Footy, and I think he got injured or something. Like he couldn't do it, but anyway. Luca.
Here's the Klopp quote I really liked, where he said, "We have a couple problems in the USA." And he's talking about soccer. I'm the new guy. I'm not one to say I change it. He said this to The Athletic. It's not my personality, but I just observe what I see. Youth football can be expensive. So that makes no sense to get all the best talents. We all know the best players in the world. Think about the best players in the world are not coming from the richest areas. I think the last one in terms of the best players in the world who was rich before he started playing was Kaká. We've got stories about Kaká.
Yeah.
If I'm right. So this part of the motivation is essential. Like you think about the stories of like Lamine Yamal and why he even has the name Lamine Yamal. That's a whole nother story. But it's like it's the names of the people that like helped his family get their feet on the ground. And yeah, they're not, paying a ton of money to play. So that was a very interesting quote from Jürgen.
It was very insightful. Okay, so last on our five-a-side.
Sorry, I did this the last time we did the state thing. I got too distracted.
That's what happens though. You kind of go down these rabbit holes when because what do I know about players from Connecticut, and then you start to do some research and you're like, oh, this is very interesting. And this one is super interesting because Christine Lilly went to high school in Wilton.
This I actually knew.
Connecticut.
Because our neighbor, Erica, who grew up in Wilton, like they worship Lily. Because local gal.
There you go. So she's like iconic. Like she's won the World Cup. She's won gold medal. She's a Hall of Famer. She scored 130 goals for the U.S. women's team.
So like it's just so funny because you think to yourself, you're like, not 130 caps.
No,
that's 130 goals,
and that's fourth. I was like, wait, that's.
I mean, it was a time where like.
I think Abby Wambach has more.
Yeah, that checks.
Yeah, I can't remember who else is on that list. I should know that. But Christine Lilly was like a slam dunk, 100%. So those are I feel good about that 5-a-side. There's still time for you guys to weigh in and tell me and Jill if we are
Jillian
delusional.
Sakovits. No, I'm not from Connecticut, which I'm very firm about. I live
from
there.
Millbrook, New York, everybody. Let us be clear. Not Connecticut, it's just where she lives.
Correct.
Thank you. Okay, this is, I have no idea what to say about this. So rivals, what is the rival state of Connecticut?
In my mind, it's New York, because I'm always very firm about it.
So, but like, I think that people in Connecticut, like, associate themselves with New York. Like, it's like, because it's so many people that used to live in New York City, and then, so like, they still identify.
I think it's like an East versus West. I think if you're from Western Connecticut, like
That's
commuting into the city, you think New York. But I think that once you start to go east, like up by like Mystic, Connecticut, and those places, and I see you have in here, Britain. I think they think of themselves more as New Englanders. So I think that's like a Rhode Island.
Yeah, I had this conversation with Charlie where I was like,
what'd he say?
Well,
he should know.
No, because I was very, when I moved to Connecticut and like people kept referring to it as New England, and I was like, no, I still live, my closest airport is LaGuardia.
I'm in the New York City metropolitan
like that was
area.
my guess. Like I was like, no. And then Charlie was kind of laid it out for me. He was like, anything that's above like New Haven.
Oh, is that the line?
I think that's what he said, which made sense because New Haven's like an hour north of Norwalk. And I was like, yeah, that kind of, like Yale University is in New Haven, and that feels New England-y.
Yes, it
to
is.
me. So that's where I landed. Okay. And I think, and Charlie kind of like helped me get there. But I suggested, this is just for me, I put down Rhode Island in a soccer sense because there is currently a really, really fun kind of budding rivalry starting to happen in USL Championship between Hartford and Rhode Island FC. And so I don't know that I like that is established yet, but I feel like it is like the burgeoning like beginnings of a very tasty rivalry in the Northeast. So I'm throwing Rhode Island.
You're very USL-y these days. I love it.
Jill,
you're a USL. I used to say you're an MLS real one. You are now a USL real one.
Fully immersed in the madness that is USL, and I love it. And you guys should be too. It's so chaotic and fun and crazy and entertaining. It's great. It's the best. Yeah. So I said Rhode Island, but again, guys, please let us know if you're from Connecticut. Who's your rival state? Hallowed grounds. We got shouts from Veterans Stadium in New Britain, Connecticut. So apparently the U.S. have played some friendlies there in the 70s and the 80s.
Oh, wow.
And there were also the New England Revolution played a few of their U.S. Open Cup matches there. And so that was one that one of our followers submitted, and I thought that one made sense. The other one was Rentschler Field.
That's what I would have thought.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the U.S. have played there as well.
Oh yeah, and they have the women have a game coming up there.
Yes.
And over the next couple months.
So, and I think
I saw the USA play. Oh my god, I can't believe I had this on. But I saw the USA play Germany. There was a friendly.
Was that a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that.
2 years ago on a rainy day.
It was rainy. Yes.
And I saw this Germany get on because I think it's cool, not because I support them over the US. It's friendly.
Her husband's German. Just so everyone knows, don't come at her. Also, that is such a.
It was a fire kit I saw in the window in Germany this summer, and I was like,
Adidas does it so well. I'm sorry.
So there's a reflective something or other.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's good. And they had it made for like women without the aggressive V's that we've talked about we hate. So yeah, it's rare for me to buy a German national team kit, but this one was sick. It was the 125th anniversary of their national team.
It's awesome. That was a good purchase.
Thank you.
Smart. Okay, best bar. There isn't really a soccer bar that
BJ Ryan's.
BJ Ryan's. I mean, like honestly, like we watched the World Cup final in BJ Ryan's in Norwalk.
But let's tell the people what the scene was like.
We were the only people in there
for the first half. What I really like to remember, people start coming in. Because I think it was like 10 o'clock in the morning.
It was early.
And we were kind of doing like maybe a
were like,
brunch.
we gotta get there early because people are gonna be packed. We're like watching the World Cup final.
Sure weren't. No. But people got there in the second half. And I think when we walked in, we asked them to turn the game on.
Yes.
Like, yeah, like that's So we get there. Then halftime, I liked it. Remember, people came in, and then there was that man sitting at the bar who then started betting on the game.
Oh, that's right.
Because he was so into it. Yes.
Yeah, so shouts for BJ Ryan's in Norwalk, Connecticut. But there apparently is one called the Half Door in Hartford.
Cool. I had never been there. I would love to do that.
And I guess the AO chapter, the Hartford chapter of AOs, that's one of the bars that they go to a lot. So I feel like that was probably...
Oh, I'd love that.
Yeah. So
okay, I'm going to put on my list.
Yeah, Half Door. And then Urban Legend, it's just kind of, that like player of lore. This is not a player, but this is somebody sent this into us on Blue Sky. A guy named Jerry Trecker, who was a soccer writer for the Hartford Courant and apparently just like very influential journalist, especially in the early days of soccer, like covering it when nobody else was.
These people are so underrated, and they're also now a lost art.
Exactly.
They're existing less.
100%. So this guy was, writing about soccer when nobody cared, and was
God's work.
Wrote a book called The Magic of Soccer, which I kind of want to get a copy of now. Like I was like, oh, geez. So shouts to Jerry. So that's what we have as an urban legend. If you guys have a player in mind, again, hit us up on the socials and let us know before we put a pin on Connecticut. So there we go. Okay.
That was a heavy lift. I feel like because it's the state I live in, I should have done more work on this.
You know what's so,
and I did.
It's funny because we did Tennessee together, which is where I live. We've now done Connecticut together. But I feel like I'm learning, about
Yeah, I said this is my favorite thing that Kickback has brought outside of very good people. This is my favorite bit of content that Kickback has brought to the soccer space.
Aw.
You know what? I love a little history and geography.
We can nerd out a little.
Yeah.
It's fun. Goss loves this too. This is right up his alley. We go deep on the 50 states.
Knowing Goss, he'll take it county by county next. You guys will be like, what's his face on CNN election night?
Steve Kornacki.
God.
Oh, that guy's my hero.
Yeah.
He's incredible.
Yeah,
we should get him involved in soccer because he does football. He's a huge sports guy, and he did stuff for the Olympics, I think, and then doing stuff
that's
for,
NBC.
He did stuff for March Madness.
That's NBC.
Did stuff for
or
March
CBS.
Madness.
I'm thinking CNN, which is John King.
Oh.
The silver fox guy.
The guy who has the glasses and he's frantic.
Yeah. That's NBC or CBS. It doesn't matter.
Anyway, we should try to get him involved in the World Cup.
You're giving some executive out there a really good idea. Keep that in here.
I know. I do that a lot.
We've probably done that our whole careers, let's be honest.
The happy hour ideas. They just
save that in
brain doesn't stop.
And then you write. And then you're a consultant.
Damn it!
And people pay you for that stuff. I mean, that's what I hear anyway. I hear that's a possible job.
Okay, all right. We're gonna lock that one up in here. Okay, it is literally time for my favorite part of the show.
Okay.
Here for this. This is iconic. This is a shout out to our former podcast, The Call Up. We would always do a here for this, something that we saw, something that we read, that we loved, made us laugh.
Yeah, a perfect layup version would be this fear. That would be a here for this.
Exactly.
What are we here for?
That could have been a sphere, or that could have been here for this. Easily. But you get to kick us off.
I will kick us off. My here for this week goes to the Washington Spirit. Of all people, and this kind of goes into my getting butts in seats idea. Mm-hmm. So the government is shut down right now. Mm-hmm. So with that comes a lot of furloughed workers that are foregoing and losing pay. So the Washington Spirit opened up the first 200 people to show up that show that they're federal workers to come enjoy the game. Come sit here, come enjoy the game. And I really love that. And then after that,
brilliant.
Because the response was so heavy, then I want to bring people with me, whatever. I want to bring their kids who are not federal workers. Then there were a bunch of tickets given out to federal workers for $10 a seat. So my here for this
so good
goes to the Washington Spirit. I really love this quote that came from their front office. It said, I think they posted this on social media. It said, the halls of government may fall silent, but your service and sacrifice echo louder than ever in this region. So the team put that out on social media, adding that your hard work has kept our nation moving through long nights, early mornings, and every unseen moment in between. You've built more than institutions. You've built a community that cares, protects, and believes. So that's really cool. I know supporters have been open about how they feel, but I like that this isn't like what camp you're in or how you feel politically. This is just like, hey, you've done the work, thank you so much, and come watch a soccer game. We know times are tough right now. Yeah, so really, really cool. CEO of the Washington Spirit, Kim Stone, said that the campaign has seen an outpouring of positive feedback. So it's awesome. Oh yeah, and here it is. A limited number of $10 tickets will be made available to the match.
That's cool.
That is now nearing a sellout, allowing employees to bring friends and family at a significantly reduced cost.
I love that. That is so
Here for
great.
this move by the Washington Spirit.
That is very much in line with the whole ethos of Kickback Committee and this whole new initiative that we just launched, where the first touch, where you can bring a friend, a person who has never been to a soccer match, to a U.S. men's national team, and also to Philadelphia Union. Here's a free ticket. Bring someone, introduce them to this beautiful game that we adore. I think that is so cool. That's so cool. I love that.
Good.
Washington Spirit.
Where are you going with this?
No, I'm actually going pretty basic for my hair for this. But
there's nothing basic about you.
It's Thanks, Jill.
Well, because among us, let's be honest, when we're getting a little in it, really talking about it, you don't want us to call you a basic gal.
No. We do not.
We don't know.
I don't want to be basic. I don't want to be basic. This one feels a little basic. But I'm super, super excited because the Chicago Fire have made the playoffs.
There is nothing basic about the Chicago Fire. I'll tell you that right now.
So excited. So they haven't made the playoffs. 2017. You and I were both working for Major League Soccer at the time. Dax McCarty was on the team,
captain of the Chicago Fire.
Yes. And there was a run leading into that summer where they were at the top of the Eastern Conference standings, for a while.
That feels
and then kind of fell off at the end of the season, not really backed into the playoffs, but then I went to that playoff game in Chicago, and they lost handedly, I think, to Philadelphia, maybe. It was it was, and you kind of saw, and then they just never really,
when you walked out of that stadium,
came in and you thought it's just so sad.
When you walked out of that stadium that night, it'd be a decade before they'd be back.
I know, and so it's been pretty dire for the Chicago Fire, and I am, that rhymed. It's been dire for the Chicago Fire.
Again, put that one up. I'm just kidding.
But I'm super stoked. I'm super stoked for them. I'm happy for Gregg Berhalter. Way to go.
First season in charge.
First season in charge. There's some really great young talent. I love Brian Gutierrez is such a fun young player. I'm just stoked for them. And they are going to be building. Have you seen the renderings for the stadium? I'm just so excited for
Chicago,
for this city, for the club, because what they're doing is going to be seismic. And I'm telling you, the location of where that stadium is downtown is perfection.
So they're going to be Polish
absolute perfection. I have a feeling they will definitely tap into all of the.
There needs to be a pierogi situation
100%,
happening there.
100%. There's massive Polish population in Chicago. But I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked. And
well said, my friend.
happy.
I like that shout.
Yeah.
When have we ever used the word "hear this" in the Chicago Fire and not been making a joke? Never.
It's been, yeah. So my Chicago loving heart is so happy for them, and I'm excited to watch them.
Heck yeah!
Postseason.
Woo!
Jill,
also, one more thing.
Oh, yeah.
I just gotta say, we love a comeback story.
Yeah, we do.
How good are you feeling if you're Gregg Berhalter and things don't go whatever?
Yeah.
And listen, Potch.
Do you know?
I'm just, and then also BJ Callahan won an Open Cup.
I know.
Gregg Berhalter. making the playoffs.
I know, it's so funny.
In
Last
Chicago,
night,
it's like, damn, that old U.S. staff's looking pretty good, aren't they?
DJ Callahan, all he does is win trophies. He won the Nations League when he was the interim head coach of the U.S. men's national team. I was there. Like, now he's just won 2 trophies as a head coach. This guy. And and honestly, like Gregg Berhalter,
good guy.
He's a good guy, and I don't have he's always been so like kind and respectful to me. I think that the way it was handled was like his whole like kind of dismissal and then bringing him back. Like it was just so messy.
As you and I both know, just because a place or a thing handles you a certain way, that is not a reflection on you.
100%. So good on him. Good on Triple G.
I'm liking seeing what's coming from this former U.S. staff.
I am too. I'm stoked for them. Not to say I'm not excited about the current U.S. men's national team. It's just I've had very tepid feelings. Yeah. But I'm optimistic. We're staying optimistic.
Sure.
Before we go, Jill, we forgot to mention something about the game last night that you very astutely observed. What? So, as you all know,
these are not things.
No, I talk important often about how like I help Ian choose his game day fits.
That's where we're going.
Okay. I can't believe we forgot to talk about this. So Jill was privy to the process, and it was very straightforward. We kind of knew we worked around the shoes. We kind of like had like built around the shoes and created what we thought was a very
Wednesday night
look. Like nothing crazy, but it was a really nice like black polo, these kind of like very light, it was almost like a light olivey pant.
Olive gray.
Yeah. And I bought him these, the Vejas.
I don't own a pair, but I've seen there's many in Susannah's garage.
I bought him a pair of Vejas, and so they were making their debut.
Yeah, they're cute.
He just looked great.
The kicker, though, the part that you're leaving out about this story is the whole point of the color scheme was to counter the Tennessee River Plate team.
I love that you call it.
Because they couldn't get over the big red stripe.
It's so good.
The red sash. Anyway, and that, like, hey, as rivals, like, I want to look nothing like the other coach. So they go with like, okay, well, they are white, red, and black, or white and red, right? They look like a red striped beer, kind of. So Susannah goes, okay, white and red, so we're gonna go black and like gray and mossy.
Yeah, I was like,
the other coach shows up in the exact same outfit.
They were like
twins,
completely twinning on the sidelines, and Jill goes, "Oh my god," because I didn't clock it at first.
I'm not messing around with
like,
coach fits. Are my favorite thing.
The same thing, and I was like, oh my god, and Ian does not enjoy the coaching staff from Chattanooga.
We could have gotten his head. We could have ruined the whole game.
We were dying. We were absolutely dying. But then we realized, so I'm on a family group chat, Ian's family, and his sister was like, what's with the Chattanooga's coach, his scalloped top? And I was like, what is she talking about? Because we're sitting quite a ways away. Yeah. And then Jill's like, oh my god. He turned around. And do you remember those shirts that were like, these were cool maybe circa 2010?
I didn't know for
guys.
men.
I don't know if they were ever cool for in Europe, kind of like, but they're like, it's almost like a mullet shirt, like it's like shorter in the front and like longer in the back.
I took it as like a ballroom look, like how women used to have the extra thing over like their back.
Like a bustle? Yeah. Yes. So that was his shirt, and I was just like, oh no.
Can I show the people? Because I took a picture.
Oh, you got it? Yeah. Okay.
So there's Ian.
Yep.
He looks very stressed out there.
Very
sorry.
I'm sure he was.
And here's whatever your face is. In the exact same outfit. Yep. Sorry, Ian.
Yep. So
it turns out it didn't matter.
But you know what?
They won. One Knox.
2-0. Shut up. Top of the table. Let's go. Oh, it's so good. I do love their badge.
Me too.
It's awesome. Hey, that was a fun happy hour.
We got through it.
Thank you for doing
that with me. Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh.
I feel honored. Two happy hours in 1 year.
We're gonna make this a regular thing. Again, we're manifesting.
I accept the job.
We're willing into existence.
I will fit it into my schedule.
Guys, We love you. Thank you so much for hanging with us on this Baby Friday. Make sure you check out all the latest episodes of Kickback Committee, of Soccer Wise, and also download the podcast and follow us on the socials and subscribe to our newsletters and do all the things because we're here for you.
We're here for you.
This is what we're doing. But you're the best.